That was Eka Vandal with Battle Royal. She's a lady with a lot of talent and tons of style, and we'll actually be catching up with her next week. It's around about this time that I like to give back and help out a little bit. Dear Bert is where you send me your letters of worries and woes, and I'll give you advice where I can. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that I'm not a doctor, so if you need a doctor, please see a doctor. Today's Dear Bert is from Y2K. Dear Bert, all my friends use dating apps to hook up, but I'm not comfortable with this. Yet, it does seem to be the only way to meet someone these days, especially when I'm not a drinker and therefore I'm not at bars. What's your advice to someone who wants to meet someone, just not on the internet or via a mobile app? That's a really good question. I'm not a drinker as well, but I still go to bars because it's great for the social atmosphere and it helps to get out of your house if you're trying to meet someone. Also, there's a lot of places online you can go that are not social media type of apps. There's discussion rooms, tons of places where people are actually discussing the world, and I think that you can meet like-minded individuals there. Actually, you can go anywhere in this world and meet people. I think it depends more on your attitude. Open yourself up to the opportunity of meeting people. Open up your heart, open up your groins. That was Royal Blood. And this is Vinny from Dead Letter Circus. Hey. How are you, man? You guys are in the studio now, fiddling around with lots of pedals. Can you tell us a little bit about the process and how close you are to allowing us fans to hear this music?
It's a funny one. We're in the studio at the moment for another couple of weeks, but that won't be the end of the process for us. Right. We pine over it until we'll push a deadline as far as we can.
Till the break of day.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the style and the sound. I read that you guys were kind of taking a step away from the kind of natural, organic sound that you kind of came out with in the beginning, but as we're talking, you say it's kind of reverted back to that naturalism, so. Well,
yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, the sound that was forged in the beginning, we definitely can never really get away from that, but we always want to push for something new as well. A couple of the key words when writing the album was, it sounds too much like Dead Letter Circus.
Right.
So we go, all right, cool. Let's see where we can take it then, sort of thing. So we didn't think it was going to sound, we thought it was going to be more electronic or things like that, and it still will have all those elements, but then once the writing process began and once we were in the studio, it forged its own path, sort of thing.
Right.
So it's definitely a Dead Letter Circus record, but it's also going to have new things, new things for the people to grab onto.
That's awesome, man. Everyone's so excited. So you guys have always been very keyed in and kind of tuned into social issues, and I know it's been a while now, but you took part in the No Fracking Way tour, and you guys are really standing up for some very important issues. Tell us a little bit about your involvement in the world we know.
Oh yeah, well, the No Fracking Way tour was important for us. We'd been doing research about how fracking affects the environment and the earth, and this band is all about the environment and the earth. And it's about people like us and like everyone, the whole world, standing up and questioning things that need to be questioned to make sure that, our sustainability as human beings is important,
Exactly.
To make sure that people are also thinking about that, We want to be here for a long time, right?
If we don't trust the politicians anymore, who can we trust? Maybe the artists?
That's it. I mean, and people are waking up. That's what the Catalyst Fire was all about. It's that flame, it's that the word is spreading. And with the internet now, we, there's no shortage of information. You can find out whatever you want. You shouldn't leave any conversation asking questions. You can look for the answers if you want. If we had a problem right now, we'd look it up on our smartphone and go, we can figure out this, So
thank you guys for caring. Thank you for questioning authority.
Yeah.
And thanks for making music.
Oh, well,
appreciate your time, man.
Oh, thank you very much.
Let's check out one of your new tracks. That was Bring Me the Horizon with Drown. Those guys are killing it. Next up is the pick of the week. The track I chose this week is by none other than the non-consensual sex symbol, Marilyn Manson, a.k.a. Brian Warner. We were just at Soundwave.
Yeah.
And went into the front barricade to watch Mr. Brian perform. And he's a bit sluggish, it seemed, with his movements. Still a Marilyn Manson vibe, but I saw a really disturbing thing. Something that really, really grossed me out, and I felt really afraid when he bashed a beer bottle on the speakers and started just cutting himself because he hates himself. We've been chatting with Vinny from Dead Letter Circus. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks, man.
Whoa. Please check out this video from Brian Warner.
That's it. Sure, you got a bit of sweaty palm there.
I'm the same. Welcome back to The Revolution. We are living in a world where the color of Kim Kardashian's hair and the size of her ass gets more shares than a story of goodwill or actual heroism. Anti-social media is a segment dedicated to the people out there that are doing amazing things but don't get the recognition from social media that they deserve. Which brings us to our hero of the day. Thank you for joining us, Dustin from Hero Condoms. Really appreciate it.
Man, thanks, Bert.
Give us the rundown on what Hero Condoms is all about.
All right, so Hero is a new condom company and it has kind of a different angle, a very charitable aspect. So for every condom we sell here in Australia, we donate one to a developing country to help reduce the effect of HIV. Hero started as a marketing assignment at the University of Sydney, and I was working on it. And after I just researched it a lot more, I became a lot more passionate about the whole cause. And so we decided to first start in Botswana. And about 1 in 4 people in the sexually active demographic have HIV. And the HIV prevalence rate is like growing every year.
Right.
And I was always under the impression that it was kind of taken care of. And
Exactly.
you just think, oh, you know, there's tons of foreign aid, it's under control, but it's not. And so the more I was researching and just kind of finding out the true plight of people living with HIV and how it can you can make a difference.
It's incredible. I met Dustin at the Warped Tour,
Yeah.
where he was kind of promoting the idea of Hero Condoms. It was still maybe a little bit more of an idea than in actuality, or was it already established at that point?
It was in the infancy stage.
Right.
In the past like 6 months, we've seen some tremendous growth. Now we're about to launch into grocery. We're already about 1,000 stores nationwide in Australia. We started in pharmacy and some petrol and convenience stores. But to really make a difference, you have to get into grocery. About 75% of condom sales in Australia through grocery.
Right.
And if we're not selling a large amount here in Australia, then we're not helping our cause in Botswana.
Right.
And now that we're about to launch into grocery next, it's going to be massive.
That's so awesome, man. Well, it's inspiring and overwhelming, actually, to find out the truth and about HIV still so prevalent in the world, and maybe the things that we could be doing that we're not doing, you know?
Man, it's great to have you on board, Bert.
Yeah, it's so good. Thanks for coming on the show.
Appreciate it.
And all the best of luck with Hero and all the other ventures in the future. All of you at home, please check out the link on the screen and get involved with Hero Condoms. It's something that you'll feel good about. And wear one. Those dudes have got some pretty crazy videos. On the note of strange videos, for the pick of the week, we chose a track called Orca by a band called Low. Have you seen this video?
I have.
It's absolutely insane. It's grotesque. It's terrifying. It's mad.
It's a little religious seeing him come out of the pink and stand on top of the puddle of pink.
And his posture, it just makes me very, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And he's one of the nicest guys.
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah,
I
they
always
always
find
are.
that.
Well, check out this religious experience by a band called Low. This is Orca. Jeez. Are you serious?
Sorry. Is that too much?
No, that was
Are you really pissed off?